Hello, Bell's Palsy here. Long time no see, no talk. I have been extremely busy between a move at the beginning of June, a ever increasing load work, and just a little bit of time off to spend with family. So today I want to talk about smiling, as it's been, I think, problematic for a lot of people, and sometimes it is often the last movement to return when you have a facial palsy. So this was asked on the Facebook group, the Bell's Palsy Solution, and that is why I would like to cover it today. So, first thing to know about retraining your smile. Like with other muscle for facial palsy, there is the massage and the stretching part, which should always be what you start with in the process of rehab. You should always start with the stretching and the massage, and then once you start to see a little bit of movement, then you can go ahead and practice the exercise to increase the endurance and the strength of the facial muscle that have become weak. So with smiling, one thing that is good to know is that smiling and practicing smiling with your mouth closed is going to be a lot easier than with your mouth open. So I would really advise everyone to smile with mouth closed at first versus a wide smile mouth open. This will make your rehab a little less frustrating if you start first with mouth closed and move on to a mouth open once you start seeing mouth closed movement. Another thing that is very important to remember is you really don't want to try to involve other muscle while you're retraining your smile. So never force. It should be always a very low intensity, and maybe on a scale from 0 to 100%, 100% being your maximal contraction. I would just shoot for like about 25%. This will help avoid mass contraction of your face, and will help you really just define that very area, that very muscle that you're trying to re-educate. So another thing that's good to know about smiling is that there are several areas to target before you practice smiling in regards to massaging and stretching. So you have the chin area, which a lot of people don't pay too much attention to, but that can really help the symmetry of your mouth and activate the right muscle when you're going to smile. So both the front here, as well as the side, as well as the upper lip area, and then of course the zygomatics major, which is attached from your cheekbone and go all the way to the corner of your mouth. That is the main muscle that is creating a smile. I also posted in the group an extract of my tutorial, but I just wanted to add a little bit of things through this video. So for example, to address your smile, what I would try to do first is give a little bit of stretch around the muscle. So you could start with just a nice massage right on the zygomatics major, and going in this kind of movement along, and it should never be painful, so never put ton of pressure. I would just do it to whatever you can tolerate, but if you feel like it's extremely sore the next day, that means you probably pushed too hard, so I would avoid that. Another thing to do would be I'm going to use a glove for demo here, but you don't have to as long as your hands are cleaned. Going with your thumb inside your mouth, and we'll start with the upper lip there, and then just gently stretching down And of course, that is on the involved side. Just like that. And then you can do this a few times and then sustain the stretch. Maybe do 3 of those where you're going to sustain the stretch for at least 30 seconds. And 30 seconds is a good number for stretching. In general, I would just stick with that. So just like this, holding for 30 seconds. In a similar fashion, you could also stretch toward your toward actually the other side to stretch all this area there that's very tight around your lips. So if you stretch toward going the opposite way, that might help as well. Just like that. You could also massage the inside of your cheek. And stretch out. Same thing, doing about 3 to 5 reps and holding for 30 seconds. Another one area to target would be the chin here. The chin is often overlooked, and you have 2 muscles here are called the mentalis, the pouting muscle, and if this is tight, it's going to also restrict your smile. So you could start by just massaging here, up and down, as well as side to side. And really with all this prep work, what you want to try to do is kind of feel what it feels like. You might feel like generally on your involved side is going to not move quite as well. And so you can target, for example, more that area and stretching toward that side if you need to. So this is kind of the prep work before practicing active smiling. So like I said, use closed mouth and then think about just smirking. Of course, if you don't see that much movement at first, what you can do is go on both zygomatics major, this muscle here, and then just start smiling, and then on the side that it's not moving, you're just going to lift as well. And on this, it's very important to kind of really go slow, and you want to hold this whole thing for about a good 10 seconds. And I know for video purposes and time, I'm not gonna do 10 reps like this as I would do and advise you to do. But just about 10 reps, hold 5 to 10 seconds. But something to really watch out is how fatigued your face feels. You want to go slow, slow, slow. And if you can only do 5 reps and you feel your face feel exhausted, then just that's okay. Just either you could start with 2 sets of 5 and then work your way up to 2 sets of 20. But this might take several days and several weeks before you feel like your face is not so tired. Another thing that's often overlooked is actually massaging, trying to massage the muscle while you're recruiting it to smile. So going like this, and again, what's overlooked too is other area could really help you. Like for example, massaging your chin, and maybe side to side. while you attempt smiling might really be helpful. And it's true for if you feel tightness anywhere along here while you smile, this is the area that I would massage at the same times. Another thing you could work on would be the neck. Sometimes the neck, you have that platysma muscle that's also innervated by the facial nerve, and sometimes that makes that one side. So let's say it's my right side, if it's very tight, and what I would do is just stretch it by blocking your collarbone and then looking up, and then turning your head toward the opposite side like this, and you're gonna feel a nice stretch throughout here. This might help you, might be good to do prior to the exercise of smiling, but that might also help you in regaining a little bit, feeling like it's a little less stiff. And then the last thing I would have you do, and of course we're only talking about smiling right now, not synkinesis. I'm not going to show you this on this video, but synkinesis would be the movement of eye with mouth. But we're just talking about the generally fairly early on in the facial paralysis, not later on when synkinesis might have affected you. So this is just a smile. But a technique that's often also overlooked would be to kind of force very gently force your good side to work, and by forcing, I'm not saying squeezing as hard as you can, but really kind of blocking, which is the technique I call blocking your good side. So let's say your left side is the right side, and instead of going like this, what I would do is prevent my left side from going as far out when I smile. This is going to force your involved sides to work a little bit more, but without, again, squeezing as hard as possible to kind of get a mass contraction of your face. So I hope that is helpful, and I would love to have some feedback if you have been struggling with smiling and try this, and let me know how that goes. This is not all that can be done, but that gives you a good idea of different techniques and different things, as well as what I work on with my patient when we work on smiling. So once again, thank you for your attention, and I hope this was helpful, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.